Hello, hello, Fabi. Happy Friday. How's everything going for you?
Happy Friday, guys. Well, it's Friday, right, Nick?
All
So
right. And
everything
hello,
is
everybody. I'm back here with Fabiana. She has so much experience helping students get student visa approvals. I'm going to quickly just make sure we go live on Instagram and get that set up as we go. Gives everybody a chance to join us. So now here we are on Instagram as well. We're on the YouTube channel and we are on the Facebook channel. So we hope that all of our friends all around the world on social media can see these videos and feel more confident about their plans to come to the USA to learn English and even go on to college or university. At Connect English, we have so much experience doing this. And of course, we acknowledge it's a changing landscape right now. And changes cause uncertainty, but we're here to make sure that you are more certain and you feel confident in making your plans to come to the USA and joining Connect English. Of course, we're here to help. So, excuse me. So the point today is to, of course, talk a little bit more about the social media and help kind of back up a little bit and get a little more general on the visa approval process. But of course, the most questions right now are about the social media aspect. So Fabi, I'll let you get into that in a moment. So to back up a little bit, students have always asked, what do they want to know from me in a student visa interview? And Fabi will tell you that the social media, the DS-160 form is a very important part of setting up your visa and giving your information. And in the visa interview, they want to know basically three things. The first one is that you have real academic intentions. You're coming to the USA because learning, getting an education here, becoming an expert in English, and then possibly moving on to a college or university. That's really your intention. And they love those kinds of good intentions. The second one is that you have enough money to study in the USA. And that's why they want to see that bank statement. We'll help you out with understanding what to show. But the third point is what we're going into more detail about today. Generally, the third point is that they want to see that you have a strong reason to clearly leave the USA after you study. Okay. And that's an area where the social media aspect is going to be more important than ever. And that's what Fabi will get into. We've always told students you have to be ready to explain or prove to them that after you study, you're going to go back to your country and continue your life in your own country. So let's get to Fabi and talk about what the third point is and how that's changing and how, in fact, the social media aspect can be a positive thing for you, improving that third point of your student visa interview. So Fabi, go ahead. What do you want to talk about today?
yes, perfect. I just want to bring attention for the second point, that is ability to pay. If you have enough money to study, to go to the United States. I want to talk about the sponsor because you can use a sponsor to having a person that, okay, they will help me to pay my trip and pay my studies. But it's very important how you use the sponsor, because if you are young, if you're in the early 20s, that's fine to have a sponsor.
Of
But
course.
think about yes, think about it. If you are like in the late 30s or 40s, like, do you think it will make sense that to show to the government that you have enough money to pay your own trip, to pay your own studies? So it's very dangerous to use a sponsors in certain cases. So be aware. It's very important to show that you have enough money, that you have everything financial, that everything is okay in your financial life. So yes, anyone can use a sponsor, but is it smart to use a sponsor? So I just want to bring attention
Yeah.
on these
I
cases.
agree. I kind of went a little too fast on that second point. I'm glad you made you emphasized that is seriously, that's a really important one. But using a sponsor is totally fine. I mean, you thinking about this, I really love the point you make. A lot of our students are in their early 20s, and it's okay to use a sponsor, such as your parent or your parents, or an employer is another really good one. If your employer will sponsor you, that also shows that you're going to go back to your country after you study. So it's a great way to do it. But let's get into number three. Okay,
Let's
I'm glad you talked about the financial side. Let's
Yeah.
get to number three now.
So ties to your home country, to your home country. The embassy wants to make sure you have a strong reason to return to your home and after your studies. So when you fill out the DS-160, you have a few questions to answer. But what they want, like, what we have behind that questions? Why they're searching the social media nowadays? Think about it as like a story. Okay, so who you are right now. what is the present moment, what do you do, where do you live, how is your life, do you have a good life? So why you want to go to the United States, why you want to have this academic experience, why this is important, and why this is important when you come back home. They want you to come back home. So having a strong reason to return home, it's crucial in your interview, in your whole visa process.
Yeah.
So we are talking here about what you do for a living. Do you have a job? You have your own company? How is your do you have, do you make enough money? Do you make a good money? How is your salary? Because you put these numbers, and you tell them, and when you fill out the DS 160. And when we talk about social media, when we relate it to these two things, of course you're not telling everybody how much is your salary, but we are talking about, do you have is there any way you can post about your job? Is there
Mhm.
any way you can post about things you have accomplished? How is your LinkedIn page?
Oh
So
yeah.
how is your in your Instagram profile? Do you have like, I don't know, pictures that you are like
Yeah.
presenting a seminar, or like a, or
Mhm.
making a YouTube, like a YouTube of
Yeah.
selling something, like how is your professional life? So talking about your job in any social media you prefer, it's a very smart way to do it. Having pictures of your family, your friends,
Yeah.
showing that you're like your country, you go out in your country, you go to restaurants, you go to theaters, it's very important that you have again, uh, I will talk to you, that it's very important to show that you have a good life,
Yeah.
that that you are not running away from your country because you're not happy with your job, you're not happy with your family, you do not have friends. So it's very important to show that everything is okay in your
Yeah.
country, that you have a nice house, that you have a good
Yeah.
friends.
You want to
So
show that you enjoy your life in your country, right?
yeah.
And I really love the point you made about you want to make it clear that you're not running away from anything, right? That's one of the fears, unfortunately, that the U.S. Embassy has is this person trying to leave their country to escape from a life they don't like there, to then that makes them think they're going to come stay in the USA permanently, which is really what the embassy wants to make sure you're not going to do. So you got to get into your social media and you got to start posting some nice things about your life. Post a picture of you with your dog or your cat. Okay.
Yes.
Definitely show some pictures with your family and show your home and say, this is what I love. And I'm only going to the USA for the time it takes to get my education done. And at that point, I'll go back to the USA, because it seems that the biggest issue with this current administration is the idea of overstaying. It's one of the biggest issues that they want to stop. And that's why they're being so much more careful in the student visa interview now, is they want to have even more reasons to be sure that you are not coming to the USA. They say to immigrate, to be here forever. It's a temporary visa to come to the USA to study and then go back to your country. So use your social media as a way to show off that you are a great person who loves life in your country, but you're taking a year or so to come to the USA to study and go back to your life. So Fabi can give you more and more advice, and Connect English is going to continue giving you more advice about the social media side. It's the newest question that everybody has, of course, about getting that student visa interview. So we want to help you guys. I want to make sure everybody knows, please chat with us. With this new feature we have on StreamYard, we can take your chats in the middle of the video and respond to them. We can feature your questions and our answers in the interview. We want to know what questions you have so we can get better and better at answering what students are truly curious about. So Fabi, last week you talked about LinkedIn. Why do you think LinkedIn is so important? Let's go into that again.
Yes, I like that. I just it's related to what I just want to bring. Also, I want to bring um reasons, like to have a strong reason to return home, like, and ties to our home country. That these are the main reason that we do not recommend you to apply for an interview if you are if you just leave your job, if you're not employed. So it's like you of course there is exceptions cases, but like usually, like we do not recommend you to apply for interview if you are between jobs, if you just leave your job, if you are not employed, because when you fill out this, when you put it there unemployed or not working or not studying, doing like anything related to academic or work, when you do that, you go to like a very, very, very intensive interview. So
Yeah.
it's most of the cases is you are not approved.
Yeah.
So talking about LinkedIn, because one of the main things they're looking for, it's about your professional life, if you have
Mhm.
enough to have a professional life. In at LinkedIn you have more space to put all your like your curriculum, what like your past experiences, your
Yeah, your
jobs.
resume. Yeah.
Yes, your resume, and you can talk about your skills and professional your languages you speak,
Hmm.
and volunteer work, and you can have,
Yeah.
they can see how many professional connections you have.
Hmm.
And so like think smart, like think strategically.
Yeah.
So write posts, right?
Mhm.
You can receive message from like a professional colleague,
Yeah.
like professional connections. So these, like having a LinkedIn profile helps you in the interview, because like when you fill out the DS-160, you have a small space to talk about your
Yeah.
professional life. And then LinkedIn, it's like there is no limit. And
Yeah.
also, it's very important to have a strong bio, a strong biography, a strong a small paragraph about you, so you can
Yeah.
sell yourself. You can
Sell
tell,
yourself.
yes, exactly.
Exactly. I
So
think, yeah, I think that, one, if we can give students what we would call an action item, if you're watching this video right now, go into your LinkedIn when we're done. Take a look at your LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn, start one now. Doesn't cost anything. Start putting your information there. I loved the list of things you said, your volunteer work you've done, the languages you speak. Use it as an opportunity to think about how the U.S. Embassy is going to say, wow, she has an impressive resume. Of course, in the USA, we talk about a resume. In most countries, they would talk about a CV, right? But and for LinkedIn, it's essentially the same thing. Create a LinkedIn profile that shows that professionally you are pretty awesome. And that's going to support the idea that you deserve the opportunity to come to the USA temporarily to build your language skills and perhaps even get like a certificate at college and then go back to your country. So LinkedIn is a big deal.
yes, and LinkedIn, and we are talking about this. Doesn't matter of what kind of visa you're applying for, even for a tourist. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is very important. Like this is something that nowadays they search about it. They want to know about it.
Yeah.
So guys, let's do this. If you're like working your bio, write up a small paragraph. Send to
Mm-hmm.
us. Send to
Yeah.
us. Like we can read. We can give opinion. We can say, oh, change it. These like put
Yeah.
about that. So
It's what we
send
do.
like
It's our
yeah,
job. Yeah.
yeah.
We're here to do that. Yeah.
Send
Yep.
to us. We can
Yeah.
help.
Exactly. As you said at the end of the last video, of course, we want your questions. Ask us. It's natural. Some students say, "I'm sorry, I have so many questions," and my answer to that is, of course, you have a lot of questions. Everybody who's going to do a life-changing experience like traveling to another country for a year of their life is going to have a lot of questions. Definitely ask us about these. A couple things I want to add too, Fabi. We can get back to this. Obviously, I want to say this is not legal advice. We are not lawyers. It's important for us to say that. We're speaking from our experience advising and supporting students with the visa process, with the student visa process especially, but we have a lot of experience with students using other visas as well. And then I do want to talk about for a minute, Fabi, that new announcement about the bond that students might have to put down in order to get a visa to come to the USA. There was a lot of fear about that when it came out, but we've gotten all the information now. There's literally 2 countries that are on the list, okay? And I'm sorry to say, but they are Zambia and Malawi. If you are not in Zambia and Malawi currently, there's no reason to worry about having to put $15,000 into an account in order to travel to the USA with a tourist visa. It's a list of 2 countries right now, and it's starting on August 20th. So I'm sorry to our friends in Zambia and Malawi. We'll still do our best to help you, obviously, but the rest of the world, you can still get a visa to come to the USA to get a great education. and have the education experience that Connect English can offer you. So,
I
yeah.
need to thank you for bringing this up. And
Yeah.
we have we just put up a LinkedIn post about it, because
Mhm.
it's like about how this crazy news, that like when we see like the news, and we all get scared. So, oh my God, there is a new there is something
Yeah.
new related to visas and Trump. Oh my God! So, and when you read the whole article, okay, it's Zambia and Malawi. Like, we nowadays, guys, right now we have over 40 different countries at Connect English. Over 40. So it's people from a lot of different countries. And
Yeah.
when you think like, okay, how many people from these two countries are in the United States right now? It's like
Mhm.
a tiny, part
Yeah.
of it. So we feel sorry about it, but like when you see the news, seems like, oh my God. And like when you understand and you read it, you say like, come
Yeah.
on. So read our new LinkedIn post about it, because
Yes.
yeah,
Fabi just
so
put up some new information on our LinkedIn. So go into
yeah,
your LinkedIn, students.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And go into your LinkedIn and then go to our LinkedIn via your LinkedIn and read what Fabi put up. And while you're doing that, add some things to your LinkedIn. Show off that you are a very cool professional person, that the U.S. Embassy will say, wow, impressive. She has volunteered. She speaks 3 languages. That's really great. Use your LinkedIn to be awesome.
Yes.
Let's see, what else did I want to get to today? Questions, please ask us. Do your LinkedIn. Oh yeah, we had some visa successes in the last week or two. We had another visa approved in Algeria. We had another one approved in Saudi Arabia. We had another one approved, a French guy who was in Thailand. The U.S. Embassy in Thailand approved his visa. So the door is still open. There are uncertainties because of some changes in the way the embassy and the consulates are doing things, but that's why Connect English is here today, to make this video to help you. And that's why we're going to remain here to answer students' questions about everything that they want to do for their education future. Okay. So I think that's about it for today. Fabi, anything else you want to add for the conversation?
Yes, I do, and it's a very important one.
Okay. What do you want to
Enjoy,
say?
enjoy your weekend, guys.
Very good. Yeah.
No, wait, no, these are more. Have fun.
Yeah.
Create content for your Instagram. Show
Yes.
how much fun you can have in your country. So
Yeah.
go to restaurants, have
Use
fun.
this weekend to create some content about how awesome you are and put it on your social media. Okay. I don't want to hear about, oh, my social media is blank. Well, change that. Do something cool this weekend and put it on your social media. Okay.
So
So
this is
thanks,
what
Bobby.
we're asking that. We're just asking you to have some fun. Go to have
Yep.
some fun.
That's an order. All right. So thanks, Bobby. I appreciate your time today. And everybody else, remember, even after this video is done being live, you can still contact us. You can still add comments. We're here to help with everything. It's our passion. So contact us, ask some questions, and we are going to be ready and overjoyed at the opportunity to help students make their education plans. So chat us if you have any questions. And Fabi, you have a great weekend too, okay? I want you to enjoy the next weekend and have a great day. I'm going to have a lot of fun this weekend. It's my girlfriend's birthday this weekend.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
it's going to be a
That's
really exciting
fun.
weekend.
That's fun.
Okay, thanks everybody. We'll see you guys later. And thanks for joining us today. Thanks, Fabi.
Bye, guys.